Hi, it's Lonnie with Crafty Traveler. This is my husband Ernie, and we're getting ready for our maiden voyage. He's putting in the hitch to the truck. Now what's that you're putting in?
Hitch pin.
Hitch pin. Keeps the hitch in place. Greasing up the ball a little bit. These are the stabilization bars, anti-sway. Yep, they did.
You want to get them as close as possible by raising. Now we put the locks on those. There we go.
And there comes the wheel. And he just plugged the wiring for the lights and brakes. We're all hooked up, ready to pull out for our first time in our new Passport. Our maiden voyage for the first. Snickers. Snickers ready to go bye-bye. Go back there. Go sit down. We're gonna go. Here we go. And we're coming up to Hidden Pines Campground. And we're driving into the RV park, Hidden Pines RV Park, Fort Bragg, California, where we're going to be for the next 3 nights on our maiden voyage. It's a pretty little park with a lot of trees around and bumps. And we're over in 15. There's a couple of permanents in here. With a few full-timers. Imagine on the weekend there are more part-timers like us, and there's our little passport. There it is. This is where we like to come and eat. We're at Fort Bragg. It's called Sea Pal. They have great fish and chips and shrimp and chips. Nobody out here this evening because it's cold and windy. But I wanted to see Yo-Yo Bridge. Come out of here and gone fishing a lot and caught and salmon. There are some of the fishing boats that go out of here. We're going over the Yo-Yo Bridge. Fort Bragg, California. Look out to the ocean and it's quite almost sundown. Gorgeous sunset from Hidden Pines RV Park, looking out towards the ocean. It's about half a mile away. It's a little chilly and windy, but a beautiful sunset. It's Lonnie. I wanted to tell you about our first night. It was fairly nice. Shh. Yeah, this is Snickers. He came with us. Ernie ran out to do an errand, so I'm doing this while he's gone. Our first night, it was fine. The Murphy bed back here was a little hard. Getting in and out of it for me was not as easy as I thought, even though we were able to walk around. But I made it. And it was a cool night. Ernie had to set the heater on about 65, and it did come on a couple of times. Snickers did well. He ended up sleeping in with us, as he does at home, even though we have a little bed for him. And I'll show you a picture of that. Anyway, breakfast was good. We had basically scrambled eggs and bacon and coffee, and it went well. This quilt behind me is a sea creatures quilt. I hand appliqued the designs and then machine quilted it. The applique is done similar to a Hawaiian quilting method, where you fold the fabric and cut like 1/4 of the pattern, and you unfold it, and it creates these designs. This is a seal. You can see the seal. This is a clownfish, dolphins, crabs, and back here there's what do you call those? I forgot. And then there's a couple of blocks you can't see. And the quilt on the bed, you probably can't see it, is the same one I did when we did the tour. So all is going well on our first trip away from home with our new trailer, and we're excited to do more. Here we are at Yo-Yo Headlands Park in Fort Bragg, better known to the locals as Glass Beach. And they don't want RV parking here. I saw a couple of vans, but they were just visiting. Behind the sign is the restroom, but it's very pretty because of the murals that are around the restroom depicting scenes of the area. The skunk train, and a skunk train worker, and flowers, and the depiction of the Homo Indians that were in the area. All this meadow area. The history of Glass Beach in Fort Bragg, it used to be the city dump. And now they've made it into a park and cleaned everything up. Although there's still glass on the beach. You can see those waves out there are pretty high today. It's a little windy. This is a little bench on the trail down to the beach. And it's got tiles of artwork. California Coastal National Monument, California Marine Protected Area Network. A lot of animals and beach area that is now protected. There's a carved whale, mother whale and a calf. A lot of humpback whales go past this beach area, mostly January through April. So we're a little early to see them this time. whenever I'm in Fort Bragg, I always like to stop at my favorite fabric shop, So-and-So, located on North Franklin Street in Fort Bragg. So inside, So-and-So. Beautiful fabrics, all like eye candy. This is one of my favorite little stores to visit. They have a big selection of fabrics. They also do classes. The Isle of Boutiques, my favorite section. Ocean Mall. Well, now that I've been to the So-and-So fabric store, I'm coming back to the trailer to do a little sewing. So here's going to be my little sewing setup. Have my bag of tools, my little iron, and my sewing machine, and my tote has everything else in it. And the closest plug that I have is back here by my bed and by the couch. So that's where I have to plug in the wires so that I can sit and sew. That's what I'm working on. This quilt, the Quilter's Patch quilt. Some friends and I are working on together, and I have a few more blocks that I have to make before our meeting on Saturday. Hello. Well, we made it home from our first little adventure, and it went well. We had 3 nights in Fort Bragg at Hidden Pines RV Park. It's a very nice RV park, clean, well kept. The owner and the caretaker were very nice, and I recommend it for anyone that wants to go there if they're on the Mendocino coast in Fort Bragg. I don't remember saying, but our trip was delayed a week because our awning motor failed, and we had to postpone the trip for a week. We opened the awning out to check on things, and it wouldn't come back, and my husband couldn't do the manual retraction with the drill because the pin that was entering into the awning area pole had actually broken off. So we had a mobile guy come out, and he said the motor had failed. They're ordering a new motor. So the mobile technician and his partner and my husband had rolled up the awning and secured it so we could go on our trip. The only other little thing that we noticed, that our front door, it's hard to close, but Ernie thinks that he can fix that by doing something with the opening area. So all in all, we had a very good trip. This quilt behind me, I don't remember the author of the patterns, but I'll look it up and put it below. I hope you enjoyed our video of our first maiden voyage in our Keystone Passport travel trailer, and we will be doing more in the future. If you like my videos, please click like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click on the little notification bell so that you can be notified when more of my videos come up. And also leave me a comment. What you liked about my video, what would you like to see? I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much, and stay crafty.